Hey, Midwest team members, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be today. It is somewhere in the middle of December. You can see we've got represented well by the Christmas tree. Got a menorah there too. I'm in the Deerfield, Illinois store. For those that don't know where Deerfield is, it's about 40 minutes north of the city, depending on traffic. Right now, the sun is shining, but I'll tell you, my phone says it is 6 degrees here in Deerfield, Illinois. It's supposed to be like 40 tomorrow. It's like living in Colorado. So we're gonna do the November recap for you. Got a few things to look forward towards the rest of December. Hope so far you're having a great holiday season. Here we go. So Thanksgiving, it was 2 weeks ago. I feel like I just cooked for 25 people last night. I'm still recovering. I hope yours was great. We had some amazing sales here in the Midwest. You should all be really, really proud. A lot of records, gonna get to that in a second. Did you know that in total pie category, we did $1.6 million in pies in our bakery. We had an almost 8% year-over-year growth. So congratulations to the bakery. Some amazing numbers. The #1 store in the Midwest OA was Schaumburg. They did $44,000 in pie sales. $44,000 in pie sales. That's ridiculous. And if I recall, and I know well, Nikki is the team leader out there, so great job, Nikki, and her team. We also saw amazing numbers out of Naperville and the Lakeview store, as we would all expect. So sales growth really significant there in our bakery department. We also saw some amazing overall sales growth. The Madison store, which we relocated last year, Overland Park down in Kansas, also amazing year-over-year growth. And I gotta note the Masters of Akron, Ryan Masters out in Akron, the Akron, Ohio store, really significant year-over-year growth, top 3 in the Midwest, so pretty cool. Most popular item, one of my favorites, cherry pie. Hope everybody had the opportunity to give it a taste. Did you know that Illinois produces more pumpkin pies than any other state? I had no idea. Thank God they put that into the script here. Even I'm learning every day. How many pumpkin pies, do you know this? How many pumpkin pies do Americans eat in 1 year? It is estimated 50 million pies. 50 million pumpkin pies. There's a fact. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know what you're gonna do with that. Pretty big number anyway. All right, so let's move on to the meat department. Quick little recap. We sold apparently 549,398 pounds of turkey this past Thanksgiving season. That's crazy. Turkey accounted for 27% of the total meat sales during our Thanksgiving holiday. And did you know we also sold 30,000 pounds of ham? I didn't know we were doing a lot of ham business during the Thanksgiving. I always thought that was a little bit more for Christmas. Nonetheless, it's a significant amount of ham, and ham season is coming up in the next couple of weeks. All right, moving over to seafood. I love being able to tell you this. If you remember from the last video, I think we were in the South Loop store. Starley Hastings, our senior operations team leader from Meat and Seafood, with us. End of the video, we tasted the new lobster mac and cheese that's being sold in our seafood department. This thing's been on my radar for the last couple of weeks, right? Wes Rose, Vice President of Meat and Seafood Operations. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. We sold 1,451 pounds of a brand new item of that lobster mac and cheese. So if you don't have it, it's not in your seafood department, clearly you're missing out. It was also the #1 seafood album, not seafood album, sorry, I got music in my brain. Seafood item on the catering catalog the week of Thanksgiving. Lobster mac and cheese, still one of my favorite. Top 5 turkey stores for the holiday week. As you would expect, the ridiculous sales being done in our Lincoln Park store and our KBS store. Total store did about $2.4 million in sales that week. They were the &1 turkey store. We also had Columbus, Ohio. Captain Anthony Capuano and his team out in Columbus. The Schaumburg store, sorry there. Pittsburgh and one of our other Pittsburgh stores, Wexford, also round up the top 5 stores. Also had some great record sales. Total store, Vernon Hills here in Illinois, Cincinnati in Ohio, Elmhurst in Illinois, Kildare in Illinois, Wauwatosa up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Yale down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, setting a new sales record. Congratulations to KT and the team down there. And of course, we'll round it out back in Ohio with Akron setting another sales records. Moving on to some of the great things that have happened within our team member population here in the Midwest. Some really cool service hour awards. You can see them up here on the screen. Callie in our Orland Park store. Ziering in Madison. I've known Ziering for, wow, 20 years plus. Andrea in Madison, Wisconsin, known her for a long time as well, and Celia in our Bowman store down in Little Rock, Arkansas. And as you expect, coming up shortly, I'm going to have a few guests here. They're becoming a little bit reoccurring, and you're going to expect one of them to be in these videos going forward. But our reoccurring guest, Katie Stain, celebrated 50,000 service hours this past month. Pretty crazy. And Ramon, also in our Wheaton store, celebrating 50,000 service hours. So congratulations, and thanks for spending north of 25 years of your life here with Whole Foods. Leading into store anniversaries this past month, in 1997, we opened up our first Evanston, Illinois store. That store is currently led by the great Johnny Mick, one of our best real leaders, and we want to celebrate and wish happy anniversary to our Evanston store. Moving on to our ambassador program, and pretty much for the rest of this video, that's what we're going to be talking about is our ambassador programs, right? So we've got 3 right now. We've got our Culture Compass Ambassador Program, which we've had now for a number of years. Originally for 4 years, led by the great Jeff Becker. Now Kelly Bullis has taken on the reins, so to speak, of that program. Katie Stain, who I've already mentioned, and she'll be with us in a moment, has been leading our Green Mission Ambassador Program. And as we announced, Ted Barris is now our Midwest Food Ambassador. We still have some work to do in some of our stores in continuing to grow the food ambassador population. We'll be doing that over the course of the next few weeks so we can have a food ambassador in every store. But I want to give a special shout out to our Ambassador Action winner, Paige in our Bowman store. Again, another shout out down at Little Rock, Arkansas. Some great work being done. You can see some of it here on the screen. Some of the great stuff that Paige has been doing down in Little Rock. So congratulations to Paige. Okay, so here we go. You're hearing from me for the last 7 minutes. I'm bringing Katie in. You know her, you love her. Katie Stain, our store team leader in Wheaton, and also our Green Mission Ambassador. Katie, what do you got for the team members?
So, Green Mission update. There's a really cool, lots of information on interview about regenerative agriculture. So Whole Foods Market requires regenerative claims on principal display panels for any third party certified to Whole Foods Market approved programs. For non-PDP claims, we require certification or adequate completion of our Whole Foods Market regenerative assessments. And the assessment responses must sufficiently address at least 4 of the 5 soil health principles and have established metrics monitoring in place to evaluate soil health, which is exciting. Store giving, we just wrapped up store giving. So November completed the most recent vote. For the 4th quarter, Whole Foods Market donated $1.63 million, and 466 nonprofits got to benefit from that. It's very exciting. I'd like to send a special shout out to Green Mission Ambassador from the West Bloomfield store, Alexandra Fishwild. So in talking to her recently in Michigan, they didn't have single source recycling set up. There's been a lot of energy put behind that, and they're making that happen. But found out through talking to her that she would personally drive recycling to the recycling center while they've been without someone to pick it up, which I thought was amazing. That's going way above and beyond, and love that excitement and passion about that. And just a reminder for all ambassadors to complete the monthly activations. They're all an interview. Right now there's 12 Days of Cheese. There's partnerships with vendors that are giving back to their community, so lots of fun things that come up. And yeah, that's all I got right now.
That's great. Thanks for those shout outs. Also, I want to give my own shout out. I know you had mentioned West Bloomfield, Michigan. There's a lot of work being done up in East Lansing, Michigan. The GMA up there, as well as STL Brittany, of reigniting, for lack of a better expression, their recycling program too. So nice. Great stuff being done within the Green Mission world. Thanks so much, Katie. Yeah. All right, so next up, we're going to continue with the ambassador program here. Ted Barris, come on in here. You've seen Ted on other videos in the past. Great to have you here today, Ted. Talk us to a little bit about the Food Ambassador Program and what's going on.
It's food. It's fun. It's great. not like food, it's Whole Foods.
It's what we do.
Yes, exactly. November recap, obviously, as David mentioned before, we sold a lot of turkeys, definitely turkeys time of year, a lot of pumpkin pies. Hopefully everybody had a chance to do their amazing demo with the brie last month for the Fuji Files. We also talked about the amazing new option we have over in seafood with mac and cheese over there. There's a lobster and a crab one. Very good. We did have them here at Deerfield, and they were pretty well received by our customers, pretty good. Also, some other really good notables for November. The Gatel Basque Cake and Bakery. If you've not tried that, a great holiday option. Opal Apples, November. Actually, my favorite apple, personally. It's got a caramel, almost tropical note to it. It's really good. I eat Honeycrisp all year, but this is something different you can't get all year round. Really recommend you trying that one. Always go to my berries. You guys still getting the amazing Swedish Bad Gem right now. They're coming from Peru right now, actually, and they are fantastic little nuggets. They're amazing. Healthy snack for the breakfast. Get your day going for the holidays. Get the energy going for the holidays. So really good. Then we're going to shift over in December. 12 Days of Cheese happening starting tomorrow through the 24th. 35% off on all of those amazing 12 Days of Cheese options. Personal recommendation: the Herbes Provence. Bellatano, very, very good option. We also have a newer one over there from Mitica. It's got some rub, a little bit of paprika on the outside. It's a sheep and goat mix together. Really good for your cheese board as well. I recommend that one. Sumo's coming this week. Super excited about the Sumos. Who doesn't love Sumo mandarins? They're my favorite fruit all year, actually. Definitely amazing. Those are arriving this week, hopefully in your stores. I think coming to Deerfield here on Sunday. A few other options coming for the holidays. Some great seasonal options we have as well. We've got the Rouse Limited Reserve, which are two ones. We've got a white truffle and a mushroom one as well. Pretty awesome. Got a couple options here. The Whole Foods branded gingerbread cookies, the chocolate candy cane. Got rum cake from bakery, stolen from bakery. Really cool recipe. You want to try something not necessarily the healthiest option, but something you can enjoy and appreciate. I know. I gotta say it. Try making an eggnog French toast. So take the 3 scoops of eggnog, cut it in the brioche loaf, cut it in a thick piece, dunk it in there, and then you got to do a little bit of rum whipped cream. I mean, you can't pass that up either. It's something really good for the holidays. So try that, check it out. Also new this year, we're having organic hams and meats. A pretty cool new option, but that's kind of my review of November and leading into December for this year. Definitely excited about the holiday. Get to try some amazing food and things you don't get to have all year round. Enjoy with your friends and your family and enjoy it.
Great stuff, Ted. Sounds like December is not necessarily about healthy eating. It's about extremely enjoyable eating. Got a hold of that cheese that Ted was talking about with the paprika around it. It's beautiful. Great presentation. I absolutely love this stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to share with you what my favorite, item is right now this month. And I got to tell you, I look at this table here. It's ridiculous the amount of tasty stuff that's on here. That peppermint dark chocolate pretzels. Bought a bag of it a couple of weeks ago and I ate half of it in the car. So not necessarily proud of that, but nonetheless, a lot of good stuff. Hey, before we get ready to wrap it up, we've always asked, because we do these videos for you, and Jay has always put an option for you to provide some feedback. What is it you like? What is it you want to see more of? Maybe you want to hear less from David. Wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. I want to appreciate and thank Brian at Park Ridge, Chris at our Kansas City store, and Howard, good old Howard at Cherville, former of our DC, for their feedback, and they were our contest winners from last month's video, so thanks so much to them. Also be on the lookout after this video. There's a couple of other links. There's a great holiday appreciation and wishes from Larry Austin in our Ann Arbor store, as well as another great video about career development from Melanie in our Hennepin store up in downtown Minneapolis, and Jared Miller in our Market Square store in Indianapolis. So we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. Katie, you want to come over here and join us? On behalf of Ted and Katie, we want to wish you all an extremely enjoyable holiday season. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Kwanzaa. We hope whatever you do safe, you do it with family, friends, good food. We'll see you in the stores. Bye for now. Bye, everyone.